Hey everyone, welcome to The Secret Room. I'm Ben Ham. We've shared so many secrets together this year, some sad, some funny, some uplifting, and others that just make you better understand the strength and fragility of the human spirit. Thanks to all of our secret tellers this year for the strength they showed sharing their stories. It's not always easy. And next year is going to be even more amazing. In our very next episode, To Die Young, a man will explain why he's not telling his family that he has a terminal condition. It's a heartbreaking exploration of an inner struggle no one should have to endure. And coming early next year to the podcast, how a man's digital heist in a virtual world led to real-world gains. We'll also hear a woman who, as a child, was a revered psychic in her community. But what all the believers around her didn't know was that her predictions were 100% the product of a little girl's imagination. And I can hardly wait to share a complicated secret from a nurse who worked at a psychiatric facility. She crossed ethical boundaries when she fell in love with a patient. But making it even more complicated, she's of mixed race, and he was a ranking official in a white supremacist group, facing 20 years in prison. And that's just for starters. 2024 is going to be our best year yet. And if you're looking to relive one of our listener favorites over the holidays, go back to episode 158, Sugar Rush, because we'll have a long-awaited update coming soon. In it, Erilyn turned to a sugar baby website to make ends meet while taking care of her special needs kid, but she had no idea where a relationship would take her when she was paired with a very abrupt man, nor was she prepared for the devastating way that it would end. Look for episode 158, Sugar Rush, in our feed, and stay with us for an update coming soon. And now, a collection of street secrets to round out the year. First up, Christy's secret reveal. She was inspired to send this one in after our last episode, Karma, where Samantha tried, in vain, to fix a mailbox she had backed into.
So long story short, my parents let me have the car on the very same day I got my driver's license to be legal. I don't know what they were thinking, but they let me have the vehicle for that night. And as I was driving it, I somehow ended up on the curb, and there was this baby tree there, and I hit said baby tree. Baby tree was unearthed because when I went to get off the curb, I kind of drug it with me. I pulled into the parking lot next to where I hit the tree. I felt horribly bad because I killed a tree. And I got out of the car, I went over to see, and I realized that thanks to the brace that the city put on the bottom of the tree and the protective barrier they had around it, because of bad weather, blah, 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 to give the tree a chance at life, the tree didn't snap in half, and I couldn't believe it. So I started putting it back into the ground, but I was kind of digging around with my hands. And then a cop pulls up, puts his lights on, looks at me and says, "What are you doing?" And I had to think really quick, and I lied to him because I didn't want a ticket. I didn't want reckless driving. I didn't want my parents to ground me from my car for life and never be able to drive again. And I was a brand new driver, literally got legal that day, and I hit something like a tree. So I said, well, I came across this tree that was just kind of pulled out of the ground. I don't know what happened, but I didn't want us to lose the tree, so I'm trying to put it back in. And he's like, "Oh, well, that's so nice of you. Let me see what I have in my car so that we can dig the hole deeper together, and we'll get this girl standing back up." So this cop unknowingly helped me cover up my crime. And I never told him any different. I lied to him. He believed me. We put the tree back in the ground. We patted it all down. She looked like it was normal again. And to this day, that tree is still standing. And the cop just retired from the police force not too long ago, who helped me unknowingly cover up my crime. So yes, that is my little tree secret.
I make up and sing secret songs to my dog that no one else is ever allowed to hear, and I would be absolutely humiliated if anybody ever heard me singing these ridiculous songs to my dog.
Okay, here's a funny little story for you. This morning I was rushing out of the house, And when I opened the door of my house to leave, I realized it was colder than I expected. So I needed a jacket or something. I needed a coat. So I turned around to go back to my bedroom, which has a lock on it. I locked my bedroom door before I leave every day because I know my mother will and can't often go in there to steal my stuff or just rummage through my stuff, but whatever. So I went back to my bedroom to get my coat, which is where I keep my coat, and my bedroom door is locked. So I go to unlock it. I take my car key and I try pushing the unlock button and I try unlocking my bedroom door. And I do it twice. I pick up my car key, push the unlock car button, and expect it to open my bedroom door. I need some kind of vacation. I need coffee. I need a break. I don't know. But I started laughing by myself. So yeah, that's my funny story of the day.
My secret is I was Christmas shopping with my mom, and we went into a store that we both love. And she was like, oh, do you like this? Do you like that? And we were picking out things. And she had something in her hand that I had liked. It was like a shirt. And then we continued shopping, and she was like holding it the whole time. And then we just walked out of the store. And the alarms didn't go off. And she just kept walking. And halfway down the mall, she said, oh my God, I still have the shirt in my hand. And I said, just keep going. We can't turn back now. And we ran through the mall, stuffed it in one of our bags, and just like got away with it.
When I was in grade 11, me and my best friend were in the same art class. And one day we went on an art field trip to the Art Gallery of Ontario. So we started on the top level, and one of the first things we see is these kind of half walls separating this one section. And on a platform, there are these 3 cylindric pyramids that look like they're made out of metal. So me and my friend, we just look at each other and we go, I want to touch this so bad. So we both decided, okay, we're going to do it. We're going to touch it. We looked at each other, we counted to 3, and we reached out to touch the sculpture. But when our hands came away, our hands were filled with black goop. It was not made out of metal. It was made out of some sort of goop. We freaked out. We ran over and rubbed it off under the bench, and then went and hid in the bathroom. We're panicking. We're freaking out. We'd finally brave it enough to leave the bathroom. And we casually walk past the art installation, and you can just see 2 distinct gouge marks in the side where we had touched the art. For the rest of the day, we were in a panic, probably until like the next day, honestly. I thought that they were going to come and reprimand us, but nothing happened. And my best hope is that there was some sort of butter knife that they had to account for these sorts of things.
We'll be back in just 2 short weeks with episode 210, To Die Young. Thanks to everyone for supporting your favorite indie podcast that could, The Secret Room. And Happy New Year. I'm Ben Ham.